Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Expeditions Viking Let's Play. So in the last episode, we made our way to Orkneyar, where we met with Stein the Clever and his Northmen, who are currently holding the island. And we basically came to an agreement where either we could pay him a considerable amount of silver, or beat him and his men in a duel, and he would basically join our cause and help us with whatever. So we decided, since I didn't really want to waste a bunch of silver on, hiring him, we're going to duel him for the honor. And they're waiting for us up here right now, so we're going to head on over there and fight them. So let's get to it. This fight is going to be difficult, I imagine, because we do have a couple of people that are severely injured. But I think we'll be okay. Stein looks entirely fired up for a refreshing skirmish. He paces back and forth in front of his herd, who give an overall impression of being tired but determined. Right, ready to show me what you're made of? Before we begin, will you sell me my uncle's axe? So you can use it against me? How about we sort this all out after the fight, huh? Unless I die, then you can just take it from my cold dead hands. So if we beat you, you'll join up under my banner? He returns brightly. That's right. We could honestly do with someone worthy to fight for. We've been holed up on this forsaken island for too long. Gunnar offers up a word of caution. These men are all a bit worse for wear, but they seem to have a lot of combat experience. If we want them on our side, we should probably be careful not to kill any of them. A single experienced blade, more or less, can make a great difference on the battlefield. So we're going to use, in that case, we're going to do non-lethal attacks, so that we don't accidentally kill any, because I imagine everybody that survives this will join us. So obviously we want them all to survive. Alright, so yeah, Ruskva is really injured. I think Asleif is too. Yeah, -6 endurance. That is rough. So let's see. I am going to try to kill these two on this turn. So the first thing I'm going to do is have you step forward, and you are going to stun this guy. He resisted. Fantastic. So that plan is already out the window. Okay. Let's see. Give me a swing there. Gunnar, I kind of need all these archers out of the way. Why don't you move over there? Ruskva, get over here. Gunnar, move right there for now. I'll put Nefia here. I think she can hit him from there. She can. Nice. Now the question becomes, can I finish him with rocks? I think I can. Good. Can you get him from there? Why won't it let me... Oh, is it blocked? Ah, come on. Well, that creates issues. Fine, throw it at him. He absorbed it with his shield. You can't shoot him from there. What about here? 95. Okay, well, at least put him down this turn. Good job. Now you are going to go plant yourself right in between those two archers. Let's see. I'll have Gunnar slide in right there. And go ahead and expose him. And then Kettle is going to move into cover right here. And then we're going to quick shot this guy twice. And hopefully get some flanking damage. Oh, I can't because I moved. That's right. Just shoot him then. Oh, her, excuse me. So let's see, everybody attacked and moved. Let's get you behind something. Let's get you behind something or someone as well. And that'll do for this turn. Not the best first turn, but at least we dealt with their best character. He is, I think level 8. Everyone else is... Oh great, they stunned him. How come my stuns always get blocked? Now they're just gonna riddle us with arrows. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Let's see here. If I go there, I can stop both of them from shooting. So let's do that. And then you're a healer, so you're a little bit more of a threat. You're stunned. I think she's still doing that thing where she does damage to people that she attacks through, so I'm going to move her over just so I don't have that happen. We'll get that stab on her. And then I will have you finish her off. Good job. Now then, you're stunned. So I'm going to move you behind Asleif. And 51, huh? That's not great. Let's mark that. How can it be that bad that close? It must be... Let's see. Oh, the -2 finesse is probably why. That's a pretty good shot, though. And who's got rocks? You got rocks. Oh, perfect. We'll take that kill then. Beautiful. Okay. Only 3 left. 1 archer, 2 archers, and a warrior. So... I think I'm going to move you right there. I don't know if that's better than where you currently were. You know what? Just stay where you were. Ruskva, I'm really hoping that Asleif can protect you from that archer, because you might get one-shotted otherwise. Actually, you know what? You need to get the hell out of there, because that guy's going to knock you out with that axe. Okay, we'll see if that's safer. So who's getting shot? Of course. Alright, how far can you move? That works for me. So I will send you... Well, first thing, let's send you over there. Charge that one. Wow, that didn't do a lot of damage, did it? And then you are going to come this way. How am I going to get around that shield? I'm not sure. But why don't you throw a rock at this person? No line of sight, really? I find that questionable. I have a line of sight on everybody else. I blocked it. Okay, well... Can I trust you to stun him? No. So my stuns are just worthless against people with shields. But theirs seem to work just fine. Let's get rid of this archer. Good job. And... Is that worth my arrow, or should I put it here? That is a difficult choice. How much damage can you do right there? That is potentially enough. Nice, okay. So that means that you can shoot here. Good job. And then Asleif can run on over here, and we'll corner this archer. Gunnar, I need you to start working your way over there as well. Ruskva, get yourself behind that. And now you're safe from that archer. And I'll just put Kettle behind Gunnar, and hopefully that's enough. Okay. So you've got nowhere to go. You're going to take a shot at Nefia, no big deal. So let's finish this lady off, and we'll be done. With not a single character wounded. Well, any more wounded there than they already were. Asleif, what's your deal? Why can't you move that way? Wait, really? That's blocked? Ah, you gotta be shitting me. Go over here. You know what? Hakon, just throw a rock at her. Make this easier. There we go. Victory. And without too much effort, really. Existing injuries, but nothing new. And we didn't kill anyone either. The fight is won, and Stein gets back on his feet almost as if nothing had happened. The rest of his men are looking a little more worn out. For all my flippancy, I must admit this is pretty much what I expected. Last summer we would have put up a much better fight, but the winter has taken its toll on us. I don't mean to diminish your skill, of course, you and your herd fight well, but I ask you not judge us on this defeat. We're not in good shape right now. Anyway, a deal is a deal. I swear to fight under your banner, and my men are sworn to fight with me. However, with service comes responsibility, and we're very short on food. Oh, come on. I don't have any food? Stein stares at you blankly, then he throws up his arms and stalks away towards the house, trailing his tired herd. So we have dominion over Orkneyar, but I feel bad for not being able to help them out. Also, what the hell's going on with my shield? Apparently I'm running around with it in my hand instead of on my back. Anything that we can loot here before we leave? I'll definitely bring them some food. I can't believe I have completely zero. That seems kind of ridiculous. This is a pretty small area. Oh, but they got a little farm over here. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I mean, I know it's not supposed to be like that. The shield's supposed to be on his back. But for whatever reason, he's running around with it in his hand. I'm not seeing anything else that we can loot, so I think we'll be on our way. It's a rough day on the sea. Thor races across the sky and his chariot whips the waves into a frenzy. As the storm reaches a crescendo, lightning strikes the mast of the Pict. Apparently we don't do anything. During the storm, the mast cracks all the way through, and you and several of the crew struggle to hold it in place. Svein ends up with an injured hand from the strain. Worse still, Ulfric comes down with some manner of illness due to being exposed to the elements for so long. The speed of the Pict has been greatly reduced by the damage. You may want to get that repaired next time in the port. Okay. Well, that seems interesting that it happened to me on a river, but okay, whatever. Let's see. Kettle. Who else? Gunnar, Nefja, Ruskva, and Asleif, as usual. Alright guys, so we've landed in Efwich, at the docks there, and I figured while we were in the town we would talk to Kier and let her know that the ring is missing, and then we'll head to Perth. Kier smiles like the moon, her voice like velvet. My mysterious stranger has come back to me. It's so good to see you again. I've bad news. The poet no longer had your ring. No, my fairy ring. The symbol of my love in someone else's hands? How did this come to pass? He pawned it. She looks absolutely devastated, for all of about 5 seconds before her face changes to a grim frown. How dare he sell my ring? The villain. How will you punish this misdeed? I don't know if we can make a sense check. What are we at? 4? Let me guess, you want me to kill him. I fear that's the only recourse. It weighs heavily upon my heart to ask you to do such a thing, but it must be done. Nah, this is ridiculous. I'm not killing the man for pawning a ring you gave him. Without warning, she breaks into tears and hides her face in her hands. I knew it! You don't love me at all. You're just like the rest of them. You're out of your mind. We're done here. With a wail, she storms into her house and slams the door behind her. That seems to be the end of that. So I don't know what would have come of that quest, but I wasn't about to continue to condone that behavior. So let's get out of here. Alright guys, so we have our first encounter with the Picts, I think. I'm almost to Perth. It's been about 45 minutes of just me traveling and camping here. I've been ambushed once already, and this is going to be the second time. We have gotten everybody healed. Unfortunately, we got ambushed while everybody was hungry. So this is going to be a little bit difficult because everybody's endurance is going to be low. But anywho, there are 9 of them, and you immediately identify their leader, a short, dark-haired woman with a compact physique and the shadow of a crow painted across her face. She flashes you a bright smile. Well, what a surprise. More guests from across the seas. What are you called, friend? My name is Hakon. What's your name? She performs an elegant bow without ever letting her guard down. Grion. And where do you think you're going then? We're headed towards Perth to meet the king of the Picts. This elicits another smile. Just fancy a chat, right? All friends and such. Let's see. What did you mean when you said more guests? We've had some bother with your kind recently. People dressed just like you, and armed just like you, like to row their big ships up to small villages and churches, kill indiscriminately, and take what they want. Let's see. We wish to arrange trade between our peoples. Well, seeing as how your people have been behaving around here, I doubt you'll have much luck, but we'll escort you to Perth if you want to go there. Seems like a win for us. We're going to Perth anyway, yes? Assuming this doesn't turn out to be a trap, which seems the most likely outcome from where I'm standing. Let's see. Will you leave us a little choice? Lead the way. The warrior woman's face splits into a wide grin that adds symmetry to her crow tattoo. No fighting today, lads. This turned out much better than I expected. Let's get these people to Perth. Cool. The hall of the Pictish king is heavy with the smell of fried meats. The air inside is hot and still, but in a cozy way that avoids being stifling. The throne is Spartan and unassuming, no more than a sturdy chair draped with sealskins. Its occupant stands up to get a better look at you while you enter the room. And we have the king here. What have you brought me now, Grion? Have you taken to drag defeated Vikings into my hall like a cat bringing me a dead mouse? She laughs, a bubbly thrill that doesn't seem to belong to a battle-hardened woman. I haven't fought this lot at all. In fact, they've been uncommonly friendly so far. The king of Pictland lets a faintly bemused gaze wander over you and your herd, stroking his long beard. So we have guests then. Forgive my insolence, Vikings. I am Constantine. I assume that's supposed to be like Constantine, like maybe a Britain or a Pictish version of it. Mac Fergusa, king of Pictavia. I am Hakon, Thane of Skirn and Jarl of Orkneyar. Ah, I've heard of you. The news of Orkney's changing rulership caused quite a stir in my hall. I hope to use it as a post for trade between our peoples. He doesn't look completely convinced. Is that why you have come? To propose a trade agreement? I think such a thing would greatly benefit us both. He sighs heavily and waves a dismissive hand before him. I mean you no offense, but I have no reason to trust you. And with Conal Mac... I think that's supposed to be Tig? It's spelled different than the Gaelic version, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be Tig. Snapping at my heels, I have enough on my hands right now as it is. You are welcome to stay in Perth for as long as you wish and trade with our merchants. Gran, my dear, will you please show our guests out? So we have to gain his trust, I assume, by dealing with the person that he just mentioned. Is she showing me out, or do I have to, like, do that? Well, there you have it. Being as how the kingdom is under threat from raiders all along the coast, and that shrivel prick Conal MacTaig is biting at our heels. The king mentioned him. Who is he? She snorts derisively. Just one of many blokes who want to be king instead of the king. Only this one has an army somehow. Know what I think? I think those Northumbrians are funding it. Anyway, don't worry yourself about it. As soon as Conal finally gathers the courage to attack, I'll kill him myself. Why the crow tattoo? She gives you a coy smile. Well, a crow flew into my face once. This is the market left. I don't think so. She pauses a moment to enjoy the look on some of your herds and faces, then she giggles like a little girl. Nah, it's in honor of my goddess, the Morigna. You're not Christian? Sure, I'm Christian. The Lord is my shepherd in times of peace, but in a fight, I need the Morigna beside me. Tell me about these goddesses of yours. Let's see, they're Bab, Matcha, and Anand. They fly as crows above the battlefield, foretelling of doom and death in battle. They're not what you'd call guardian angels, really. Mostly people fear them and abhor them. But I've always had this feeling, deep down in my gut, that they've chosen me. I call to them before every fight, and they've never once let me down. Well, thank you for taking us here at least. And then she bids us farewell. With a spring in her step, the warrior woman sets off down the path toward the bottom of the hill where her warriors are waiting for her. That went about as well as expected. Don't suppose we should wait for a spy to show up and invite us to talk to this Connell in a forest camp somewhere. That's funny. That's exactly what happened at Northumbria, but I don't think it's going to be happening here. The hair on the back of your neck stands up slightly. You look around, checking if anyone is watching you, but you see nothing. I have a good feeling about this Constantine, to be honest. He seems like he'd be a worthy ally, unlike Osred. Well, Osred's gone. We have Aethelred now, but Aethelred pretty much went back on his word, so we're a bit upset about that. We need to prove to him somehow that we're worthy of his trust. Well, that should be straightforward, right? We'll find this Connell person, capture him, and bring him back here. Nephew raises a single eyebrow. Or we could just kill him. But didn't Grenane say he had an army? Then we need to catch him on the move, by surprise. That might work, if we can find out where he is and where he's going next. A young woman steps out behind a wide tree trunk. She's holding a spear in one hand and a hunting bow in the other. So we have Aoife.
I may be able to help with that.
There's a slight nervous tremble in her voice. And you are? She brushes a strand of fiery red hair away from her eyes, revealing ivory skin across delicate features. She can't be more than 18 winters old. My name is Aoife. I've been watching you since you arrived in Perth. And who are you? She frowns, uncertain what you expect of her. Let's see. My father is Niall MacBrianane, King of Kate, and descendant of Kate MacCruthny? I'm not sure. These like Gaelic and Britain names are difficult to pronounce, even more so than the Viking ones. I'm a huntress in service to Grian. Kate is a kingdom? Where is it located? It's a sub-kingdom of Pictavia, a large territory spanning the northernmost part of the island. My father is loyal to Constantine. Let's see. You believe you have something to offer us? Suddenly self-conscious, her voice drops to a mumble. She draws circles in the sand with a dirty, sandaled foot while she talks. You want to kill Connell MacTaig? That's the plan. I know a girl here who has relations with Connell's master of arms, Keltram. She'll know where he is. If you can find him, you'll find Connell. Will you take us to her? Aye, but I want to come with you to fight Connell. Why? She blushes ferociously. I want to see you fight. Why do you care how we fight? I've heard of you people, Vikings. They say a lot of things about you. I want to see for myself. Fine. There's no hint of relief or happiness on her face. She's completely transfixed by her own feat. Alright, good. Follow me. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and call it a day right there. We will follow her in the next episode to see where she takes us. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Expeditions Viking with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.